The angel's message to you tells you, keep these things secret, it is for your good. My beloved, as you have been able to verify, the truth is that you never stop knowing people. People change with the passing of time, as is natural, you yourself change. But regardless of the change that everyone can suffer, there are aspects of many people that are difficult to know. Not all people always show themselves as they are. That's why there are some things you should keep secret, because you never know for sure what others might do with that information. You have been able to verify that there are people to whom you have trusted your secrets and then they made them public. There are people you can trust, but to avoid a lot of trouble, there are certain things that are much better to keep secret. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. Because although it may seem strange to you, the things that happen in your daily life have a high impact on your spiritual evolution and your energetic state. Since all people are in essence energy, and at every moment they are exchanging energies with each other. So, when you relate to someone, without even realizing it, you are exchanging energies with that person. And if that person has a good vibration, you have nothing to fear. But if, on the other hand, their vibration is very low, you have to be cautious. And a good way to protect yourself is to keep secret certain things that are very important, because the impact of people talking about it can be very negative for you. Keep in mind that when you talk to someone, you always share. You share your thoughts, your emotions, your dreams, and your frustrations. Everything you say is the outward manifestation of something going on inside you. It doesn't matter if it is a very deep thought or a simple opinion. By speaking it, you are making it public, you are giving it to someone else. And you can control what you do with that information, but you can never control what the other person does with that information. That's why the first thing you should keep secret is rumors, gossip, or hearsay about other people. It is very common for you to hear rumors about people you know, for someone to criticize the behavior of others. But you have to use all your maturity to realize that you should not judge anyone. Those comments, if you think about it, do not come to you with any good purpose, they do not come with any good objective. Those comments come to you through a person who only feels the need to feed more and more rumors. Then you have to stop and think about whether or not that brings something positive to you. Because although it may seem very tempting to sit quietly and talk bad about other people, the truth is that it does you no good. Because when you talk about others, you are exposing yourself to the risk that one day they will talk about you. And others will speak without knowing, because only the people directly involved know the truth. In this type of situation, you have to be a brake on all that negativity. You have to silence all those tongues that only want to speak ill of others. Above all, you have to realize that the information you receive through gossip and rumors does not bring you anything good, nothing positive. It does not help you to be a better person. So in those cases, it is better to keep quiet. You have to stop rumors and gossip from spreading through you. And for the same reason, you also have to keep secret some of your projects and your dreams. Because people who don't dare to pursue their dreams somehow feel annoyed when they see that someone is fighting for their projects. And that's where envy is awakened. Envy can be a big obstacle when it comes to pursuing your dreams, because those people with their only thought will be sending you negativity, and we don't want that to happen. This does not mean that you have to keep it absolutely secret, but you have to look very carefully to whom you tell things and be very cautious. Because there are certainly people who will be happy for you from the bottom of their hearts, but there are people who you do not expect it, but who will be envious and jealous of your success. So don't talk too much before your time. Spend your time and efforts in pursuing those dreams, but don't air them too much. When you have achieved success, you will realize who is truly happy for you and who only wants to come and take advantage of your success. There are people with whom you can share your illusion, but they have to be the people closest to you. And remember that you don't have to tell everything you do to your friends. There is a part of your life that deserves to be private, and you don't have to tell it all the time. When you have a dream, a project to accomplish, you will realize that many people who said they loved you well in reality did not. Because those people have been unable to achieve their own dreams, and it bothers them to see the illusion of others. Maybe they won't tell you directly, but you can see it in their eyes, in the comments they make to you, and in the way they act. Your fears and insecurities are also sometimes best kept secret from certain people. And here you have to pay close attention. Because when you feel insecure or have very low self-esteem, it is advisable to seek comfort and support from people you trust. But you must be very careful, because there are people who will take advantage of that vulnerability to use it against you. Throughout your life you have had to overcome obstacles that only you understand, and you have succeeded. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. But if you tell everything you've been through to people you don't trust very much, they can use it to manipulate and blackmail you. Realize that information used well can be something that binds you to a person. But information used in a bad way can become a double-edged sword, because if they have too much information about you, they can manipulate, blackmail, and even threaten you to do what they want. That's why you should keep secret some information about you with people you don't know very well, with people who have a selfish or demanding behavior with you. Because if suddenly things go wrong between you, and he is very hurt, he will have all that information to hurt you. Keeping some secret is something that protects you from everything. It protects you from envy, jealousy, blackmail, manipulation, and threats. This does not mean that you have to distrust everyone, It simply means that you have to be cautious and that you have to pay close attention to the things you tell others about yourself. There are things that are best kept to yourself or to your closest and most trusted circle. The intimacies of your family, your friends, and your own intimacies are also something that is best kept secret. Be careful not to get confused here. If you suffer some kind of mistreatment or misconduct by a family member or friend, then you do not have to keep quiet. In those moments you have to use the information in your favor to defend yourself, to prevent them from hurting you more. But there are things of the intimacy of a family that are better to keep silent. The family's own privacy, the small disagreements and the small problems that belong to the intimacy of each family. And this is something that you should not put in the mouths of others, because you never know what they will do with that information. Sometimes, sharing too much information about your intimacies can make people you love turn directly against you. Private things about your family should only be told if the intention is to get help or solve a problem. But in either case you have to be very cautious and choose well to whom you are going to tell things. Because you have already suffered too much for some members of your family who told things about you that you wanted others to know. Now you must set an example by keeping silent about things that should not be told. Here you will have to make use of all your spiritual wisdom to know when to tell and when not to tell. And you will have to be careful, because when you need to tell something important, your own family members may blackmail you not to tell. But your intuition never fails. This does not mean that you cannot talk about your family. If something very toxic or negative happens, of course you should ask for help and tell others about it. But you have to keep in mind that you and your family members have a special and unique bond. No one on the outside will understand that. And there are times when things do not go well, but everything can be solved within the family with love. If you have the possibility to solve it in the intimacy of your family, you should do so. Also keep your acts of kindness and selfless deeds a secret. Because if you do good things for others, but then go around telling others about it, it can give a false image of you. That can make others believe that you do it to give the appearance, or to receive praise and compliments. But when you really do something from the heart, you don't need to tell others about it. Good deeds don't have to be made public. What comes from your heart doesn't have to be aired too much. When you are a good person, the universe rewards you directly for it. All the things you do for other people, the help you give, the support you give to other people. You don't have to tell too much. You don't have to give explanations of the help you give to others. Because when you do, it seems somehow that you are asking for something in return. And that way selfless help loses its essence. There is also something that is better that others don't know too many details about, and that is your love life or relationship. In case you feel bad because you are noticing toxic behavior on the part of the other person, in those cases it is good to talk, to seek help and open your eyes. But if everything is going well, don't give too many details, neither good nor bad. Because some people fake their jealousy too well and may feel it because of the type of relationship they are in. It is possible that someone who is in a toxic relationship may feel jealous of your relationship, so it is better to keep these people out of your relationship and not give them too many details. You also need to understand that when you are in a relationship, it should be based on trust. If you talk about every aspect of your relationship, the other person is likely to get upset and trust will be broken. That's why you shouldn't tell too many details unless you need help getting out of a toxic relationship, or to ask for advice on something you feel overwhelmed about. If you think about it, you wouldn't want your partner to go around telling your intimacies. In general, some thoughts and feelings should be kept to yourself. For example, when your intuition tells you something, you should try to keep it a secret until you follow the steps your intuition tells you to do. Because the energy that comes from your intuition is so pure, you should not allow it to be contaminated by the thoughts or feelings of others. Therefore, it is important that you follow your intuition and listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice is very wise and sometimes lets you know things that you cannot express in words. Many times your intuition will keep you away from people, places, or suddenly change your plans. It is a bit complicated if you try to explain it. Others may not even understand it. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.